Welcome back to the little record show. Just helped you guys along in making picks for the first round of the NCAA tournament. Uh, I am now gonna go ahead and give you my official Final Four. Out of my bunch of brackets, I'm gonna give my official one. And here it is. Coming out, I have Florida coming out of the South, Michigan State coming out of the East, Arizona coming out of the West, and Michigan coming out of the Midwest. And then I got Florida and Arizona playing for the championship, and Florida with the win. So there you have it. Uh, the toughest part though about picking is which upsets to pick because usually though the 5-12 is where all the upsets are. Once in a while you get a 2-15 one. Uh, uh, Kansas Eastern without Embiid, that Kansas game could be a possible upset, but I hard to say, but there's like two 5-12 two or three 5-12 matchups that are like there's the 12 seed could easily win. Uh, Now me in the East, I like Virginia's defense, but I like Iowa State for some Iowa State with the Fred Hoiberg, the way they played this year, put up points. I kind of like them to Virginia and Iowa State. I like if Embiid's healthy. If Embiid is healthy, I've liked Kansas during the season as well, and I like Florida. So that's mine for me in the West. I like Arizona, despite they lost their center. Uh, they've had a freshman from Chester. Jefferson's been really good. McConnell is a really good point guard. Uh, but Oklahoma State, if they got Marcus Smart has his head on straight, they could very easily get to the Final Four. But I like Arizona. They got a really good point guard and inside presence. Uh, in the Midwest, I would really like to see Wichita State go the distance, but I think they can beat Kentucky. But I don't know if they can get by Louis. That'd be interesting. I would like to. I would like. I just don't. If they would get to the champion, I just don't see them. They would lose either in the Final Four or the championship game. But you never know. I would like to see them pull it off, but that's hard to. I don't think they can do it. The women's bracket was released Monday night, and I'll go through them right now. Give the women some love here. Now they don't go by the East or Midwest. They're going by the regional site. So the Lincoln, Nebraska region, UConn, they're the overall number one seed, I believe. They're 34-0. They're playing at Storrs, Connecticut, at their home court against Prairie View. Georgia 8 seed against St. Joe's at 9. Number 5 NC State against BYU. These games are at Los Angeles, California. Nebraska, Fresno State. Then College Station, Texas, Gonzaga 6 seed against James Madison. And Texas A&M and North Dakota 3-14 at College Station. In Durham, North Carolina, DePaul, the 7 seed against Oklahoma, and number 2 Duke against Winthrop. That's at Duke. The Stanford region, South Carolina, they're number 1 seed. They'll take on 16 seed Cal State Northridge. 8 seed Middle Tennessee State against 9 seed Oregon State. 5 seed Michigan State against number 12 Hampton. Maria Tate DeFreitas. She was just recently named freshman rookie of the year in their conference. The South Carolina Northridge and Middle Tennessee Oregon. That's at Seattle, Washington. Michigan State Hampton and number 4 seed North Carolina and UT Martin, the 13 seed. That's at North Carolina at Chapel Hill. At Penn State, 6 seed Dayton against 11 seed Florida. And 3rd seed Penn State, the Nittany Lions against 14 seed Wichita State. Penn State's the regular season Big Ten champ. And in Ames, Iowa at Iowa State, 7 seed Iowa State against 10 seed Florida State. And 2 seed Stanford against 15 seed South Dakota. That's the Stanford bracket. Now we go to the Notre Dame bracket. Connecticut, they're 34-0. Notre Dame's 32-0. They're in the ACC. These games are at Toledo, Ohio. Number 1 Notre Dame against number 16 Robert Morris. 8 seed Vanderbilt and 9 seed Arizona State. At Purdue, 5th seed Oklahoma State against 12 seed Florida Gulf Coast. And 4 seed Purdue against number 13 seed Akron. And at Lexington, Kentucky, 6 seed Syracuse against 11 seed Chattanooga. 3 seed Kentucky against 14 seed Wright State. At Baylor, at Waco, Texas, 7 seed Cal against 10 seed Fordham. 2 seed Baylor against 15 seed Western Kentucky. And in the Louisville bracket, the first matchups are at Knoxville, Tennessee, number 1 seed Tennessee, 27-5 against 16 seed Northwestern State. 8 seed St. John's against 9 seed USC. At Maryland, 5th seed Texas against 12 seed Penn. 4 seed Maryland with Alyssa Thomas from Central Dauphin and 13 seed Army. At Ames, Iowa, 6 seed Iowa against 11 seed Marist. And 3rd seed Louisville against 14 seed Idaho. And then at LSU, 7 seed LSU against 10 seed Georgia Tech. And 2 seed West Virginia and 15 seed Albany. So there you have it. Coming up, we'll have a Phillies update coming up. And then we'll go over the latest on, I haven't heard anything about Deshaun Jackson, but we'll try to get opinions there. Flyers won last night. They could be a 3 seed very easily. They're only 4 points back in the East. We'll let you know about that, and then we'll get your opinion on. There's 2 subjects that are up. The charter schools again, and whether or not college players should be paid. We've been discussing this at work at lunchtime. A couple guys asked me about it, so I'm gonna see what you guys think. So that's coming up tomorrow night. I'm gonna try and break down the state finals. See who I'll pick to win the state championship this weekend. That starts on Friday. So we'll take a timeout and be right back. This is the Little Ricker Show on the Little Ricker Network. We'll be right back after this timeout.